What is up, YouTube? We are back with another episode of Chris Talks, back at it again. And let's get straight into the video. I have a lot to talk about, but the first thing I want to get into, it has to deal with the gym. It has to deal with comparing your progress to other people's progress, right? This is something I've always done, and I still do it to this day. But you have to note that other people's transformations, other people's progress, other people's lifts, max lifts, they may be stronger than yours. They may look better than you. But you have to understand that there was work put behind that. They have put in more work than you have put in. You just don't have the reps. You don't have the experience yet. You can have exactly what they have because they bleed, they shit, they pee exactly like you. But you just haven't put in enough reps. And one thing I was self-conscious about when I was going to the gym earlier in the stages was maxing out on my bench press and failing the PR. I failed so many times on bench press to get where I am right now. There was times where I felt embarrassed. You're going to feel embarrassed when you go into the gym, right? And you're not going to do the lifts properly. Not everything's going to look the best. It's not going to feel the best because you're still getting accustomed to it. You're still getting situated into it. There's going to be a lot of failure along this road. And when I was bench pressing, when I failed that 135, I was trying to get my first plate and I failed it. I felt embarrassed, but I still showed up each and every single day like I was not embarrassed. I still showed up the next day. It just comes down to how much you're willing to persistently chase that dream, persistently chase the goals that you have set upon yourself. Because nobody's going to give you anything in this life. Nobody's going to give you what you desire, what you want. But you have to have the will, the dedication, the power to pursue that goal, that ambition, that dream that you have. Certain things that you can and cannot control. There's things like your diet. You can control that. You can control how much you show up to the gym, how fast your muscles will grow, your genetics, right? You can't control those, but control the variables that you can control. Because if you can put in enough effort, the results will come. It's only a matter of time. If you stay consistent, if you stay persistent, if you stay disciplined, the results will come. I'm about to make that like my new saying. If you stay consistent, if you stay persistent, if you stay disciplined, things will come. That's about to be my new saying. Don't be surprised if you see that in a lot of the new videos. You just got to show up on the days that you don't want to, because the days that you don't want to show up are the days that are going to be your best days. The days that I didn't want to go to the gym, but I still went to the gym and I pushed myself hard. After the session, I felt so fucking good. But if you don't show up to the session, you're going to regret not showing up, because those are the days where your mind will grow the most. Yeah, it's easy to show up when you have motivation. When you watch the motivational reel, when you watch the motivational TikTok, it's easy to go up there and show up. It's easy to go there and show up on arm day, on bench day, but it's hard to show up on leg day. The days where your back is hurting, your whole body is hurting. You don't have any motivation. Those are the days that are going to separate you from the other people. When you get that feeling that it's getting hard, that you want to quit, that's the best feeling in the world. That's how you know that you're in the part where you're going to grow. That's how you know you're in a part where most people give up. The video games. I cleared literally everything on my account. If I wanted to log back in and play, I had to spend like hours downloading the video games, and I had to go through a whole process of logging back into an account. I literally factory reset it in my PS5. It's sitting over there. I'm thinking about selling it also because it does not contribute to my success, right? You think about it, how many hours do we spend playing video games? Video games are just as bad as drugs. They're just as bad as smoking. They're just as bad as drinking. It is just an escape from reality. That's all it is. You're just spending and wasting your time away each and every single time that you're on the game. Because I know damn well when I was on the game, 1 hour go by. Next thing you know, 4 hours has gone by. Next thing you know, I didn't go to sleep. I was just on the game playing the video games because it is so addicting. Games control your dopamine. It controls the way you think, the way you act. I guarantee you, if you tell a girl, I was busy playing the game for a couple hours, and then you tell her that you didn't sleep at night because you were on the game, she's gonna think you're a fucking loser, bro. Work on your purpose. Use that hour that you spend on the video games finding a business model that you can incorporate into your life to become successful, to retire your parents, to make something of yourself. Spend those hours working out, doing push-ups, building a solid foundation, a solid physique. There are so many other things that you can be doing with your time, because these games will not retire your parents, bro. You're gonna be fucking 60 talking about the next 2K that's coming out. You're sitting here waiting for GTA 6 to come out and play a virtual game and upgrade your character. How about you upgrade your character in real life? How about you level up in real life? Make something of yourself, because you don't have that time that you think you have. This shit goes by so fast. There's like 98, 97 days left. I'll put it up on the screen of 2025. You remember when you just said that, this is going to be my year. I'm going to change everything. I'm going to get rich this year. And what has happened? You're still in the same spot that you were before. You're still stuck. You're still figuring it out because you haven't put in the work. You haven't put in enough reps. You're letting these things distract you. You're letting these vices, your TikTok, your Instagram, your video games, they're all distracting you from your purpose. And you know that. So start focusing on your purpose. Start heading to the gym. Your most valuable asset is what's up here. Sports. Cutting out the sports. This is something I recently did. I never really watched sports in general. I used to when I played football, but I never really did now. And I caught myself watching a Giants game the other day. And it took up a lot of my time. It took up a couple hours. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm sitting here watching another guy play and make his dreams a reality. Retire his mom. Come home with millions. And I'm sitting here watching another grown man do that when I haven't retired my mother. When I'm not in the spot that I want to be in. When I don't have that dream physique. Spend that time that you spend on video games, watching football, self-improving instead, and see where you'll be at the end of the year. You'll be in a whole nother dimension, bro. You'll be ahead of so many of these fucking dweebs that are sitting in here in their room doing fucking nothing with their lives. And your belief in your faith, your confidence, it all comes from within. It all comes from doing the things that you say you're going to do on a day-to-day basis. The reason why I'm so confident heading into the gym, the reason why I'm more confident as a person in general is because I know I put in hard work in the gym each and every single day. I know that I showed up on the days that I didn't want to show up. I know my bench is crazy for my body weight and age that I'm at right now because I put in the hard work. I said I was going to show up each and every single day. I said I was going to get bigger arms. I said I was going to grow in the gym. And guess what? I did that. Right? So that's where that confidence, that's where that belief stems from. Start setting up tasks of self-improvement that you could do on a daily basis and follow through with those tasks. And that belief, it will ultimately build up and build up and build up. Right? When I ran 21 miles untrained, when I did 5,000 push-ups, right? When I did 500 pull-ups, right? This is all just a testimonial for me to prove to myself time and time again that I am who I say I am. And that's where that confidence comes from. That confidence comes from proving myself time and time again, doing the hard stuff that nobody else wants to do. That's where that confidence comes from. My next point is also more gym related, right? Using the gym to spike your dopamine. If you're having a bad day, if your things aren't going your way, you may be in an argument with your family. You didn't get the best grades at school. Your manager, your job manager is mad at you. You may have got fired. Go to the gym. The gym is one of the highest rewarding dopamine things that you can get. It's one of the highest ROI. Invest your time, you invest your energy, and you get the result of dopamine. You get the result of hard work. You get the result of discipline. You get the result of your dream body. You get the result of accomplishment. Going to the gym each and every single day, it will put you at such a high frequency because you're doing a hard task that not everybody else can do. You know you're improving. You know you're getting stronger. That's why the gym is such a good tool for self-improvement. It's something that you need to incorporate in your day because it is something that is a good foundation, a great foundation for anything that you do in life. It teaches you discipline. The gym teaches you consistency. So many lessons that can be learned just by going to the gym. that will wrap up this Chris Talk episode. I just wanted to yap on about a few points, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Haha.